Primarily, I am collecting the Masters of the Universe Origins line, but I have a little detour here, interestingly enough, of a Masters of the Universe Classics figure. Actually, it's a 3-pack of the hover robots that Skeletor would use. Evil Mindless Robot Goons. They use these in the cartoon. So this is a different figure line, but I just saw that they had these, and it's fairly affordable to get a hold of, because I missed the Maddie Collector line for financial reasons. I was going to college, didn't have the money to put into collecting, wasn't as into collecting at the time as I am now. So actually I'm a little grateful because these are awesome. They were probably fairly expensive at the time and now are very, very expensive. But I actually kind of like this Origins line going on just because it is a little more towards the original line that I never got to get as a kid. And I have an interesting video about my story as a kid with some old VHS footage. You can check that out at the end of the video here. But I wanted these hover robots. The big long bio there you can read. Because I remember them as a kid, and I used to do something very interesting while playing He-Man and things as a kid. So we're going to open it up and we'll talk about that and why I want to get these to put with my Masters of the Universe Origins. So by gosh, I'm opening it, baby. Oh yeah, weep. Weep as I open. Maybe I can keep the card back. Yeah. We're going to open it up. I mean, freaking amazing packaging. It's like on the inside and outside. Wow. Alternate hands. Wow, these are serious deals. And we got stands for hovering. Let's just grab one and check him out real quick. So they have really good articulation on this. You know, ball joint, the shoulder, ball joint. Well, not quite ball joint, just a normal elbow joint. Of course, twisting wrist. With alternate hands here for different weapons like blades and things. I think each one's kind of displayed with different ones there, but kind of has an interesting one of those kind of hologram kind of stickers. The past where he's kind of doing the you can kind of see the Hordak design in there with the shape and things, and they just kind of hover, come at He-Man, and he'd pretty much just destroy them like in complete ease. They have their little stand, so you can have them hovering like that, which that's pretty nice. Just the way they're shaped, you don't even actually need very big of a base. And again, these are just different hands like chopping saw blade that they would use in the cartoon, kind of come at them with the blade hands, or just these normal grabbing hands. Actually, it comes with a sticker sheet of like damage, where you can see some of the circuits and wires in here, or burn marks and things. So that's pretty cool. You could kind of soup them up to look all battle damaged if you want them all beat up and destroyed from, you know, Man-at-Arms shooting a laser at them, or a sword slice, or, you know, He-Man punching it, leaving big gaps and holes in it. I did not know it came with this little sheet for battle damage, so you can really customize yours if you want. You get 3 of them, so you could have 1 destroyed if you do want to have 2 still alive than the other. So the reason I really jumped on these guys when I saw them was because when I was a kid, I would get a piece of paper and I would draw them real big on the whole sheet of paper, cut them out, and then I would basically just kind of pretend I was He-Man. I'd just be punching them, you know, I'd throw the paper out, punch it out of the air. He-Man would always kind of line them up, punch them, destroy big lines of them and everything. It was just kind of cool because He-Man usually didn't get to unleash his strength against an opponent like that, but these are just kind of just some robots that he could just really trash and do stuff to. So usually the bad guys he couldn't just pound on because it was a little too straightforward violence. But these crappy hoverbots of Skeletors, he could just beat the crap out of. So I always liked that he could just really unleash and start pounding on some enemies. When typically he would just capture or, you know, destroy the people's weapons and ships and tanks and things just to stop them. And I think they'll fit in with this line pretty well, you know. It's still a good size and everything. You know, Skeletor's unleashing his hoverbots on He-Man there, and he can just beat him, pummel him, and we can put battle damage marks all over we want. I'll probably do the nerd thing here, not put them on here for you. You know, I need to save the sticker pack. I can't make a decision like this right now. You know how that nerdy sort of thing there, you can't pick right now on the spot. But I do like the ones with the wires, because that's kind of a cool, you know, you get to see that. I'm not a huge fan of stickers, but these do already come with that kind of hologram thing there, which actually looks pretty good in motion and everything. So that's actually a great choice there, that it wasn't just a static picture there, that you just added that tiny bit of extra that, you know, these are just kind of not a whole lot of articulation going on. Yeah, 2014, just kind of not really in the collecting mode per se all the way that I would be getting these things. And these are probably later releases, so I definitely already missed all the He-Man and main characters by then. So just a cool little extra, my first ever and probably last ever Classics line for Masters of the Universe, because I'm just going to really collect on this Origins line. And you can see here I just do have an original Point Dread. That was the only thing I ever got from the original line back in the day, just by luck of finding it. But we'll put that video on the screen here where I just talk about my story as a kid, always wanting Master of the Universe stuff, never finding it. So check out that story, it's pretty interesting. You might even relate to it. Maybe that's your story too, let me know. So I'll see you in that video, and I'll see you in plenty more Masters of the Universe Origins openings. See you next time.